I remember my first job seeing a big pile of papers on this one desk. And at the time I was bored, we were on break, I think. And I started to just go through these. And these were all job applications. And I noticed that every single one of them had university or college degrees on them. That was the rejection pile. I hadn't even graduated high school at this time, and I had landed the same job that all these people were trying to get. After seeing that, it really confirmed for me that you don't need school to be successful. And I've always known that school, and post-secondary especially, is really just a tool to make you as common of a person as possible, as well as just make you someone that's just going to say yes to their boss and just do whatever they're told. And most of the successful people, as well as business owners that I know, every single one of them either didn't go or they dropped out of university or college. Main reason that most of them, as well as I, didn't go is because school's objective isn't to make you rich. It's to make you part of their system, someone who does what they're told. And for me, the kind of only thing that was holding me back from just not going was kind of my family. This part is kind of for people who don't want to go, but their families are kind of forcing them. If you've already made that commitment and you're not going or you haven't gone, you could honestly just skip through this part. I'll put the time where this part ends. But yeah, that's why a lot of people, especially my friends, ended up going. It's because of their families or their parents. But the way that I was able to overcome this and be able to not go was by honestly just proving myself as competent. I remember after my first job, after I had to go back to school for the summer, I was going into grade 11, I was telling my mom, hey, I'm not gonna go to university or college. And she was in disbelief because everyone has to go to university. And if they don't, they're gonna be poor, unsuccessful, living under a freaking bridge. I don't know, I'm kind of just spiraling off right now. But at first she was just rejecting it. And then after me saying this for so long, she ended up asking me why. And I told her I don't ever want to work some regular job ever. And that's really the only thing that school's main goal is. It's to get you straight into the system. It's to make you become a worker, kind of a slave for money. And at this point, I had started meeting new people as well. So I just started telling her about all these other successful people that I knew who didn't go to university or college. And then I gave her kind of a rough long-term plan that I had for myself. And then the last thing that really actually allowed it to happen was I had proof. And by this time I had started I was gonna say first, but I had started like 20 before this. My main business that has essentially made me all the money I have today, and that's been fairly good. My mom saw the success of this as well as the success that I had the year prior for my sales job. So by this point, she was like, okay, he's competent, he can make money, he's not an idiot. And around this time is when I stopped getting all of the, why aren't you going to university comments? Because now it actually made sense and they can see that, okay. And then they started questioning it too. They're like, wait, what if school is kind of like this? Like, what if not everyone needs it? Which was kind of a funny moment after like years and years of all this buildup. And my recommendation for you is before you actually tell your family or your parents that you're not going, try and get some proof. Because no one will take serious the kid who has no money, who has no success, who literally cannot control how many times he wants a day, etc., etc. So back to what I was saying earlier, try and get as much proof as you can that you're able to make it without traditional schooling. Be it make some money, be it make some good connections, gain some popularity on any of the social medias, things like that. And if you don't go to post-secondary, the most important thing you need to do is just not waste your time, because we have such an incredible advantage here, mainly because we just saved up years of our time as well as however much tuition would cost. And the beauty of it is that these are the young years, and these years are kind of the most crucial to being able to set yourself up for the future. So the main things you should focus on if you don't go is spending all of your time on either money or learning. So with the money thing, you need to work. That's the only way to get money. You need to work for it. Be it you work for other customers and you provide them value and they pay you directly, or you find work with someone else and you go with them, you provide value to your boss, and then they pay you from that. Those are the only two routes you can go. For me, I went into business because my life goal is to always be in business for myself, so it just made sense for me to start early and then keep stacking all the knowledge I learned from the year prior into building the biggest thing I can. If you're kind of iffy about wanting to start a business or just working with someone and then being the best person in that job, both of those probably make as much, if not one can make more depending on how well you are at whichever one. But if you're kind of iffy, start off by working with or for someone else. That way you can see how they're running their business, and then you can kind of see like, hey, do I want to put up all this risk? Do I want to be the boss, etc., to make this much more money, or would I rather just be here, be chill, and be guaranteed money? Because if you do that, you're at least going to have some money, as well as then you get to see their experience and you get to see how they run it. Now, the thing is with learning and education is that I love it. Learning is one of the greatest things you can do. What I don't like is how school teaches it, as well as what they teach. So for learning, I've always just stuck to books, videos, podcasts, mentors, etc., and things along the lines of that. Even for like the last 2 years of my high school, all I would do is whenever I would go in class, I would just have my headphones on and I would just be listening to business podcasts, because literally I knew that nothing they were teaching in there was going to help me set my life up. But please don't be one of those people who, after they finish their schooling, even if like they go to university, so many people, they just stop learning after that. They think that they know everything, and that is the worst position you can be in life. And honestly, I don't really know why I'm telling you this, because you're not like that. Like, you're watching a video like this, so I know you're not like that. But still, those people are the worst people to be, because what you know is what sets you apart from someone like Jeff Bezos, or even like some idiot who's only making like 20K a year. And really quick, if you've been enjoying the video, if you could please subscribe, that honestly means so much to me. Right now, the goal is 1,000. Thank you. Also, if you do work with someone else, really try and learn how they run their business, mainly how they market or how they sell. Because when you learn why someone successful does some things, that just unlocks another level of knowing in yourself. So try and learn why some people are doing some things in their business, because the biggest thing holding you back from your goals is time and what you know. And then once you know how to kind of go about it, then the only thing is how long it's going to take you before you reach that. Because if you're doing the right things, you're going to get where you want to be in life. It's a guarantee. I've never seen someone put in so much work as well as all of the right work and just not make it. It does not happen. And as kind of a mix between the two, another big thing is people. You want to always be meeting new people, because the next person you talk to could literally be the next best thing to happen to you in your life, be it they help you with your business or you guys work together, etc. If you saw one of my previous videos on me asking my mentors for their best advice, the only reason that was possible is because we became friends and we put ourselves out there, and then we introduced ourselves to each other. If we didn't, we wouldn't have known each other. That video would have never happened. So many other things would have never happened either. Even in my business, I literally had the greatest team this season, and I wouldn't have changed anything about it. And the only reason we were able to have a team like that is because I and everyone else, we just introduced ourselves to each other, stuck our hands out, shook each other's hands, and introduced ourselves. And that led us all to making a good amount of money this summer, and all of us now being around each other, now knowing a lot more than we did this season before. So all in all, if you don't want to go to post-secondary, or you aren't going, firstly, you want to have some proof of you being actually competent and not just some idiot. Be it having some money, having some fame or followers, having some customers, things along the lines of that, just to show to your parents that you know what you're doing. Second is to get straight to work, be it with your business or be it with someone else or for someone else. Just get straight to work, start bringing some money in. Third is never stop learning, because the biggest idiots in the world are idiots because they didn't learn enough. And lastly, meet and make friends with like-minded people. So I really hope this helps you out, especially if you don't want to go and your family's kind of making you, as well as kind of if you've already taken the leap and now you kind of don't know what to do or you don't know how to go about it. I really hope this helped, because this is literally the exact same way that I did it, as well as how I'd go about it again. So thank you for watching the video. Honestly, it means a lot to me. Kind of one last thing is join the newsletter. There's always so much gems in written form. I think you'd honestly really enjoyed it if you enjoy videos like this too. As well as go ahead and join the Discord community. If you ever need any help with anything, ask anyone in there or even ask me. I'm always happy to help. As well as if you kind of want one-on-one help with either starting your own business or scaling it, I've started to do coaching on that too, because it's kind of what I'm best at. So yeah, with everything being said, thank you again so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.